Allah says in Surah Baqarah chapter number 2, verse number 261, that the parable of those who spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is like a grain of corn. And that corn becomes 7 years. Each year bearing 100 corns. That means that one grain becomes 700 grains. Allah says, if you spend in the way of Allah, Allah will give you 700 times profit. In business terminology, 70,000% profit. If you spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah promises you 70,000% profit, 700 times profit. And Allah continues, Allah will give you much more. That means minimum profit Allah has guaranteed you. If you spend in the way of Allah, is 70,000%, 700 times profit. Allah continues, وَأَمْوَالٌ اقْتَرَفْتُمُوهَا وَتِجَارَةٌ تَخْشَوْنَ كَسَادَهَا وَمَسَاكِنُ تَرْضَوْنَهَا. The wealth you have amassed, the business in which you deal, the house in which you live. What are your considerations? Why are you afraid to do dawah? Why are you afraid to go for jihad in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Striving in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Are you worried about your wealth? The business in which you deal? Okay, if I do dawah with a non-Muslim, maybe I will lose my business. Maybe I'll have less. Are you afraid of your fathers, of your sons, of your brothers, of your spouses, wives and husbands, of your relatives, the wealth you have amassed, the business in which you deal, the house in which you live? And Allah continues, أَحَبَّ إِلَيْكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَجِهَادٍ فِي سَبِيلِهِ. If you love all these 8 things more than Allah, more than His Rasul, and doing jihad in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and striving in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah says, فَتَرَبَّصُوا, wait. When Allah says wait, what does He mean? He's giving you a warning. Allah is telling us Muslims, you better improve. فَتَرَبَّصُوا حَتَّى يَأْتِيَ اللَّهِ بِأَمْرِهِ, until Allah brings about His decision unto you. Wait, otherwise Allah will bring upon destruction unto you. Wallahu la yahdil qawmul fasiqin. And Allah guides not the fasiq people, the perverted transgressors, the rebellious people. So Allah is giving a warning in verse number 24, Surah Tawbah, to all the Muslims, that you should love Allah and His Messenger and doing jihad in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more than anything else. And today one of the best form of jihad is dawah. Conveying the message of Islam to those who are unaware of it.